I I personally think that it shouldn't come as a surprise when we see the behavior of certain people, or we see how certain people behave, or the particular pattern that they follow. Because there's a common saying that show me your friend and I will show you your character. So if your friend has an influence over your character, then what kind of influence would your God have over you? Or it's rather, what kind of influence would those that are writing have over the God they are projecting? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So it's a question of either the God that was projected this way is actually an evil God, or the people that were projecting this God were an evil people, so they had to make their God just be like them. There was no way a people can be evil and their God becomes perfect. So show me your friend, I will show you your character. Show me your God, I will show you your character. Or show me the people and I will show you the character of their God. Do you get the analogy I'm making? So people asked yesterday if I was attacking anybody. I wasn't. I was only trying to put up a picture of the God of Israel and what most of us don't really pay attention to. And today I'm going to take it to a next level so that let's reason together. We're level-headed. I mean, even the Bible says that come and let us reason together, right? So let's reason together on some of the things that I'm going to talk about today. Keep an open mind, please. Akwaba. I'm excited. Yeah, the Obibiara said the woman melanated truth. Ejumezi or your craboshe. Yeah, the Oduman Kumasi. Yeah, the assassin yasi. Yeah, the straight to me nasi. Yeah, the assassin to me nasi. Yeah, the sume to me nasi. Yeah, the Jerry asi to me nasi. Yeah, the Esi Ajo Abene Awuku Yao Efi Amen. Yeah, the way now see the tumi a owe busim, tuma mass may busim, tuma oboy and but tuma wozy and can tuma wash one there one share, them a baby bonny biambe and aquim, yet do be biarasi, don't marinated truth. You may see all codo or yakes no codoing, yet the anonymous says the working on no boy and woman, no church and no wozy and can watch any answer, no ye a bacosan and hintensama would they see. In free baby, I was in the queen, I train. May you there and pack the more queen or dear for do, no in there for quan for full biarado. All that I'm saying is just being grateful that the powers that be and the spirit of our fathers keep leading us to the truth. What is the point if you just end up in the lie and die in the lie? It is your right, it is my right, it is your duty, it is my duty to ensure that at least you end up knowing the truth. And that is what I'm for. Let's quickly go to the comments and see what we have for today. I have Malaki, our mother and our elder, say, know that your questions, comments, and even suggestions are important to this family. And even our critics. Thank every last one of you for tuning in. We indeed are chasing after melanated truth. Indeed, we are chasing after melanated truth. Bless you, Malakia, for this amazing post. Keep up the good work. I don't think I remember the name. Social media. Ulysses Yates came. When I was a Christian, I often think about all you have just said about the God of Israel. I'm thankful that I'm alive today to witness this. Since I met you, I find peace in my heart. Let me use this language of the Bible. You are the Messiah of our generation, and I pray that our brothers and sisters would wake up to this truth. I don't know about being the Messiah of our generation. It's so Malachi responds, it's people like you that motivate others like Kojo to keep pressing on. Thank you for this motivation. Yes, it's true. I mean, I'm really moved by this message. I think I'm just doing what I'm called to do. I'm just playing my role. I'm just doing my part, and as far as I can take it, you know, so long as I live, so long as I breathe, I will tell the truth from the depth of my heart. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing. I'm just here to tell the truth. And if it be that what I'm saying is the lie, then I'll be the first person to come and say, you know what, I'm wrong. I admit that I'm wrong. Teach me the truth. Because at the end of the day, if we die in the lie, or if we die in the midst of a bunch of lies, then we have not lived at all. It is your right, it's my duty to live a life full of knowledge, full of truth, full of liberation, freedom, liberated life. And that's just what I do. So bless you so much for this amazing comment, my sister Eunice Yates. And I pray that people like you, like our mother Malaika said, will keep pushing us to do what we must do. And we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our generation to do this. I heard you say there's a difference between the Mother Earth and the elements of the earth. Can you explain the differences, please? Yes. So the Mother Earth is the female energy of the creative force. The Mother Earth is the female energy of the creative force. It's just like saying, when you say the powers of the air, right? When we talk about air, we are talking about the dimensions. Okay? So when we say the powers of the air or the air element, I think we never think about it as in the heavens. Do you get it? So we have the air element and we have the heavens, which is the different realms. Just as we have the earth, as in where we are, where we stay, and in the earth there are dimensions and there are realms. So the powers of the earth realm, the earth dimensions. But the Mother Earth is not only a mother unto the earth, but unto all the dimensions. So Mother Earth is a mother unto the heavens. Because if the heavens, I haven't been to heaven, but so I don't know. But if the heavens, as per research per the teachings of our fathers, is a place that has land and can grow and all of that, then the Mother Earth is also there, but probably wouldn't be called the Mother Earth, but will be called by the Mother of Heavens. So like yesterday, the verse that I showed you that was saying the Queen of Heaven. So we'll talk about the Queen of the Heavens. And I told you yesterday, it's the same as the Mother Earth. So when we go to Mars, it's the same energy, it's the same force, it's the same mother. So we say Mother Mars or Mother Pluto or Mother Jupiter, right? So it doesn't matter what planetary you are on. The mother, the feminine energy of the Creator exists in all the multiplicity of the dimensions. She exists in all these places. But when we talk about the earth element, is just referring to the earth alone. So these four elements are what governs what happens on this earth. These four bodies, these four elements are that which are given to ensure the life as we know it would be what it is on the face of this earth. But when we go beyond this earth, we have other powers, other dimensions. And the same way the Father Creator created everything else is the same way the Mother, which is the feminine energy, is also everywhere at the same time. Okay, but we refer to her on this earth as the Mother Earth. Hence, she is the mother of every single one of us. She gave birth to your body. She's the reason why your body keeps growing and your body keeps expanding and your organs keep getting healthy. And Mother is the one that gives and protects and heals and cares for. I don't know if I made sense with my explanation. If not, please come again and I will answer again. Let's move to the next one. Our mother Malaika came back and said, come on, could you teach that way? There's none like, See, this comment, I don't know. There's none like that. I don't know. I thank the fire for burning up all these lies that they taught us, and you washing our minds from the filth with water. Thank you. Thank you too. Thank you too. Our brother in Zambu. You see, I pick and choose the name which is easy on my tongue, and I say, our brother in Zambu says, Elder, I was a Christian. I was someone that worshipped for hours, basically every day, the God of Israel or Jesus. Then when I started to slack in the attention I was given, a power woke me up one night telling me he has a godly passion towards me. And to make a long story short, that I should devote more of myself again. I'm not sure I'm getting your question. Please ask this same question again. Oh wait, Nzambu, you are on the community page, right? So if you can ask this question on the community page or put it underneath today's video, but just make it a bit clear. I think you lost me when you said, when I started to slack in the attention I was given, a power woke me up one night telling me he has a godly passion towards me, and to make long story short, that I should devote more of myself again. So this is sounding like there's a power that governs you, that protects you, that is in your life, that is assigned to take care of you, to ensure your security and your safety and something like that, and also to ensure that everything that you are made to do on the face of the earth comes to pass. I don't know if that's what this is, but it's more or less sounding like that. So if that is where the question is heading to, now please let me know. But if not, please ask the same question again and I will address it again. Yes, that's it. I think that's our questions for today. I want to move in straight to what I want us to do today, and I need you to keep an open mind. Just let's dissect this together, okay? Let's dissect this particular one together. I will need your help. So let's go straight into it. So today I want us to see or understand how the God of Israel operates. I want us to know, to find out how the God of Israel operates, and also understand that if this is okay, if this is an exemplary life to live, if this is something that we should live our life by, or this is something that is totally ridiculous. But like I said, let's keep an open mind to this. So let's read Joshua 10. Joshua 10, and I want to go straight into the 11, but I just want to give a little background story as to what the story is. And I don't want to make this up, so I want all of us to quickly go in. Now it came to pass when Adonai-Zedek, king of Jerusalem. Now, this person is still talking about Melchizedek. This person is talking about nobody else but Melchizedek. So Adonai-Zedek, the Lord Zedek. So the Adonai is the master Zedek, or my master Zedek, or the Lord Zedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it. So Joshua or Yahshua has taken Ai and has utterly destroyed Ai. Now, if I'm trying to understand the glory in absolutely destroying somebody's city just so you can pass through it. Some may say, oh, the reason why they destroyed because the people were resisting. But what did you expect them to do? If somebody starts invading your home, are you going to say, oh, I've got stuff here to take it away? I've got stuff here. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to make sure you protect your home. You protect your house. You protect everything that is within your house. You're going to make sure you do that, right? So make me understand how the people of Ai were wrong by defending themselves and protecting themselves. But anyway, I'm not here to make an argument for them, because this is in the story. And had utterly destroyed it. And as he had done to Jericho, her king and her king, so he had done to Ai and her king, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon had made peace with Israel, and were among them, that they feared greatly, because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof were mighty. Wherefore the master, or Adonai-Zedek, king of Jerusalem. So first and foremost, at this time, if this person was a king, come on, open it. Let's be realistic here. So it means the children of Israel obviously did not form Jerusalem. Jerusalem was somebody's city, and before it was not called Jerusalem. They don't want to put the right word there so that you will know who these people are. The city was called Yebusalem. Yebu is the people, and Salem is a word for peace. So the city of peace. Before these people got there, the place was called a city of peace, whose king was Melchizedek. Or here they are saying Adonai-Zedek, which simply means Melchizedek. You understand what I'm saying? So the king here, Melchizedek, was the king of Salem. And this is the same Melchizedek that Jesus was supposed to learn from, the high priest. So this king was a king over a city that was known for peace. So before this Israelite got there, the place was known as the peaceful state. My question is, why would you wage war against a peaceful state? For what? What did this state do? I need to understand. Maybe I didn't read that part of scripture, or maybe I don't have that part of information, but how on earth are a people of peace being utterly destroyed? For what reason? Oh, wait a minute. Did something like this happen in history again? Oh, yes, it did. Slavery. Our ancestors, our fathers were living here peacefully, didn't trouble anybody. Even if they had fight, it was within themselves. Brothers fight. What are you talking about? If you grew up in a family and you have siblings, you fight. But siblings wouldn't fight to kill themselves. Yes, so it's an internal war or internal battle. So these people were enjoying their business and just taking care of their business. Didn't need trouble from anybody and didn't give anybody any trouble. So the city of peace, which wasn't the Israelites that made Jerusalem, which all of a sudden Jerusalem had become a capital, because they don't want to tell you Jerusalem were black people, pure black people. So these people come into a city. Read it. I'm not making this up. And the city already exists, and they want to take over the city with force. And when Adonai-Zedek, the king of Jerusalem, went unto Hoham, king of Hebron. So Hebron was already a city established. Jerusalem was already a city established. Piram, and unto Piram, king of Yamath, and unto Yaphi, king of Lachish, unto Debir, king of Elgon, saying, Come up unto me, and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it had made peace with Yahshua and with the children of Israel. Therefore the 5 kings of Amorite, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Yamath, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon, gathered themselves together and went up, they and all their hosts, encamped before Gibeon, and made war against Gibeon, not even against Israel. And the men of Gibeon sent word unto Joshua to come to the camp to Gilgal, saying, Slack not thy hand from thy servant. Come up to us quickly and save us. Help us. For all the kings of the Amorite that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. So Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Fear not, for I have delivered them into thy hands. Therefore shall not a man of them stand before you. Unto Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up to Gilgal all night. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel, and slew them with a great slaughter, and chased them along the way that goeth up unto Beth Horon, and smote them to Ezekah and unto Makkedah. And it came to pass that as they fled from before Israel and were going down to Beth Horon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. And there were more which died with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with sword. Wait, listen, maybe you're not getting the picture. The Lord killed. I don't know any better, but I think the terms of war is that when you are killing a people and they surrender, they start running away, you end it there. But the Lord, which is the God of Israel, was not satisfied with the defeat, but he had to make sure that every single one of them was slaughtered. When Christians come up and say people are wicked, people are doing, listen, Christianity killed more people than you can ever imagine. Every time there is a religious movement, the religious movement constantly kills. It's like the first line of action to every religious movement is to kill. So it looks as if when it comes to thou shalt not kill, it only means thou shalt not kill the Israelites. But every person on the face, everybody else on the face of the earth, you can freely kill, and there is no guilt to that. And this is what we practice as righteousness. Meaning, we can kill so long as the person does not speak the language you speak. You have every right to kill. So it's just like saying, if anybody at all don't speak the Akan language, we have the right to kill. My childish sense, I thought thou shalt not kill incorporated with everybody else on the face of the earth. Just don't kill any human being. But I didn't know that so long as this person is not of the same race, you are licensed to kill. So you are within your right to kill. Why do you think these people that I don't want to mention any names kill because they have the right to do so? Why do you think that when they kill our people, the punishment towards killing our people is not the same as we killing them? Because everybody else was considered less of a human by the Israelites. The Israelites were the superhuman. Everybody else was underneath them. And if you don't go by their rules and regulations, you die. And it pleased the Lord to kill every single one of them. He slaughtered every single one of them. And I'm not trying to dramatize it or bring drama to the table, But I'm just showing you the picture that even when the people ran away, the Lord chased them and killed every single one of them. Is he not the same Lord that is telling us, thou shalt not kill? Oh, I guess it is okay so long as that particular person is not of your tribe or of your people. This is just an introduction. Let's dive in. Let's dive in, because this is really heavy to me, and I'm not trying to bring drama to this. For anybody to enjoy killing, to enjoy slaughtering people, that even when the people are running away, you pursue them and kill every single one of them. And you get excited and say the Lord killed more. When you had, if you listen, see when they mention names like Idi Amin, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, Hitler, Napoleon, you see how immediately it clicks in your brain. Wicked, 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 wicked. Yet these people didn't even kill a quarter of the people that the Lord God of Israel killed. But every time we say the Lord God of Israel, he is holy. So in the definition of his holiness, he can kill, and that is okay. But if anybody else on the face of the earth kills, that person is considered wicked and evil. And hence, nobody, the minute we start doing certain things, we are immediately bombarded with, this is evil. So much so that even pouring libation is evil. Offering sacrifices in thanksgiving is evil. But yet, the things that are in the scriptures that the Lord did are never considered evil. You cannot even talk about it, because it is the Lord that had done it. Every time anybody hears evil, they look the other way and say, I want to go to the Lord God of Israel. It is unto him that righteousness belongs to. He is holy. Lamentations 3:38 says what? Out of the mouth of the Most High proceeded not evil and good, both evil and good is coming out of his mouth. He glories in the evil and good that comes out of his mouth. And yet nobody has a problem with this. Man. This God, listen, has both evil and good proceeding out of his mouth. And that is okay, because he is the God of righteousness. How can the God of righteousness have evil in their mouth? But yet when your anger goes down, they say you have sinned. Oh boy. Listen, don't go too far. You will enjoy the last verse that I want to say in today's video. The last verse. It's good for evil and good to come out of the mouth of the Lord. But you cannot even look at a woman twice because you have sinned. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm just telling you, one party can kill because he is the God. He can kill anybody that he wants. And it's okay. It's okay for evil to come out. But yet, when you go to church, when you lie, they say you are the son of the devil, the evil one. But the God you are raising your hands to has evil coming out of his mouth. You think I'm making this up? Let's go to, what you call it? Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45. Let's read this together. Isaiah 45 verses 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, I do all things. You see, for the reason of what I'm doing today, I'm going to leave evil as it is, as we've all known, and I'm going to leave darkness as we've all known. He says what? This God of Israel, darkness and good, evil and righteousness, both comes from him. And it's okay. Now, how is a God that proceeded out of his mouth evil come and judge me for stealing? The evil that man do is coming out of his own mouth, but yet he condemns an entire nation of peace. What on earth did these nations do to deserve the massacre, the manslaughter, the slaughtering? They slaughter these nations like dogs. I guess that is a part of holiness. Let's go to Psalms 18. This is after David has prayed because he is in distress and comfort and discomfort. And David prayed, and after his prayer, then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostril. Let me paint a picture to you. So your God is appearing, right? Then smoke is coming out of his nostril. Fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. Let's paint a picture of a Hollywood movie that the villain is showing up, and there's the smoke coming out of his nostril, and there's fire in his mouth, and he's fuming and furious, and under his feet is darkness. Now I'm going to put aside what I know, and I'm going to take it as it is. Under his feet is darkness. And this image come to stand before you. What would be the first thing you do? Would you not bind it? Would you not break it and cast it? The devil is alive. The devil, I bind you as sin. Is that not what you're going to do? If this image come to stand before you, is that not what? Are you not going to bind it and say, devil, I rebuke you? Well, for your information, this is not an image of the devil moving in dark. No. It's not an image of the devil. And he rode upon the chariot. That's not the devil. And flew, yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. If you ever had a line, this man makes darkness his secret place, would you want to go near this man? Let me ask you this. Would you want to go near this man? But yet this is the God of Israel they project as the holy of all holies. But yet this God has darkness as his secret place. What are they not telling us? What do they know that they don't want the whole world to know? What sort of understanding do they have about that? Let me not go into what I know. Let me stay here. This is the image. Darkness is his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters, and thick clouds were dark. dark waters? Is this not painting a picture of the devil? They've told us all this while. And yet this image was the Lord God of Israel. What are we missing? What are we missing? Really? Deuteronomy 28. And I know every black man that wants to be Hebrew Israelite, this is the go-to place. Let me show you there. Because that is a curse. That's a curse. Everybody talks about Deuteronomy 28. Let's go there. Let's go there. 63. It says, and it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you, to bring you to nothing. What kind of God is this? That he rejoiced to destroy you? Your distraction is his joy? Let me just pitch in with this. The Creator is so amazing that if you even hurt yourself deliberately, if you cut yourself deliberately, the Creator is not going to say your skin is not going to heal back. As a matter of fact, he has created a mechanism that when you cut yourself, it will grow back, it will heal. When your nails cut off, it grows. When you cut off your hair, it grows. The Creator has made it in such a way that you cannot possibly offend him. The more you do the worst thing you can do in your entire life, the more possibility the Creator still gives you to. Is this the Creator that is rejoicing over your distraction? Rejoice over you to destroy. So he is destroying you and he is rejoicing for destroying you. Listen, if you have never had anything at all, this is your cue to run away. Because this person, when you provoke him enough, when you provoke him right enough, when you hit the nail right on his head, he will kill you. He will kill you and not regret it. He will rejoice and not regret. The same thing happened in Exodus. The minute he was angry, he was about to slaughter everything. Moses said, according to Exodus, Moses said, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're supposed to know better. You are a God, for crying out loud. How do you bring a people out and kill all of them? Listen, this was his nature. According to the Bible, the God of Israel, this is who he is. He kills whenever he does. Are you a kid? There's like a child that goes to the playground with his ball or his ball, any type of ball, and then whilst they are playing, so long as he is winning, he'll still play. The minute he loses, he picks his ball and go ahead and say, I'm done, I'm close, that is my ball, I'm taking it back home. When we're kids, the minute we are playing the soccer, everybody will be excited playing, and the minute this guy is cut in any way or is attacked in any way, or the minute they score the owner of the ball, he picks the ball and say, I'm going home, I'm going on my pen, on here by force, my ball, my pen. This is the character of the God of Israel. The minute you provoke him enough, he'll just come and say, listen, I brought you out, I am killing you. No second chances. Moses said, you are a God, for crying out loud. You cannot behave like this. This cannot be the behavior of a God. If you kill these people here, the God of Israel didn't know this. He didn't know that if he kills these people here, the enemies will rejoice. He says what? I will kill you. I will destroy you and rejoice over destroying you and bring you to nothing, and you shall be plucked out of the land that Why? Because he's used to this. He takes people's land. He kills nations and cities and take their land. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Let me show you something. Few scriptures and I'll leave you to go. 1 Samuel 16:23. 1 Samuel 16:23. Let me show you something. 16:23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon. Where did the evil spirit come from? No, let me understand this. How can you be a God and inflict somebody with your evil spirit and call another person to come and heal of this person that you yourself? When are we going to wake up? When this God pours out an evil spirit to come upon one person and sends another to come in to come and heal this person that the evil spirit comes upon. But meanwhile, this evil spirit is coming from this same place that sent this. Come on, this is a mess. It's like, let me paint a picture. It's like the police that is supposed to protect you are the same people that are giving guns to the armed robbers to come and rob you. And after it's done, the police come back and come and investigate the same case that they gave the guns to the armed robbers to come. How messed up is this? The evil spirit that came upon Saul came from the Lord and sent David to go and heal Saul. What did the Lord do? Nothing. Because this is a trick. People are going around chasing Nigerians for 419 scams. This is proper 419. Open your eyes and read it for yourself. 1 Samuel 16:23. Read it. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul that David took a harp and played with his hands, and Saul was refreshed and well, and the evil spirit departed. Where did the evil spirit come on now? Let's wake up. It's time we wake up. This is a joke. The evil spirit came from the Lord to torment him. Poor Samuel, or poor Saul, to torment him, to make him go crazy. How are your people going to respect you if you go crazy? So it's like from day one, he never liked Saul to be a king or anybody. So if the people disobeyed and chose Saul to become the king, then he would frustrate Saul's life. Who is doing it? So if Saul was supposed to pray, who was Saul supposed to pray against? The evil spirit. You see how they wire our minds. We keep praying, I bind you, devil, I break you, devil. The devil you've been binding in the name of Jesus came from the Lord of God of Israel. Read it. Why do you think you are bind? The evil spirit don't go anywhere. Because it's coming from the same person you are binding in the name. I didn't write the New King James. I didn't write the scriptures. This is the story they wrote for you to believe. Read it. Says what? And it came to pass when the evil spirit came from the Lord upon Saul that David took the harp. So David thought he was doing anything. No, it's a setup. Saul was set up for David to be king. It's a setup. How was Saul supposed to defend himself? If the very person Saul is supposed to go for help is the same person that that is releasing the evil spirit from. Come on. 1 Samuel 19:19. Let's go to 19 verses 19. Says what? 19:9, sorry. 1 Samuel 19:9. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with javelin in his hands, and played with his hand. And David played with it. And Saul sought to smite David, even to the wall with the javelin. And he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall. And David fled and escaped. Who was making Saul do this? Is this not the evil spirit that was coming from the Lord? So who? Are you not seeing this as a scam? How are we not seeing this? These people mess with it. They made all of us kids. Like we were all kids. I've read it in my Christian days. I read it over. I never saw this. Saul sent messengers unto David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. And Michal, David's wife, and Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, if thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow. Who was pursuing to kill? You see the setup? This same person that wants to make David a king is the same person that is sending the evil spirit for Saul to kill David. How sick is this? The same person is making Saul go mad. The same person is making David a hero. Who wrote this? Is this actually the God Yah or the lies? When are you waking up to this? When are you opening your eyes to these lies? Second Samuel 12, 11 to 18. Let's read it. That saith the Lord, behold, I would raise up evil spirit against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wife before thine eyes. Says what? I would take. You see, when you are reading things like that, and I didn't say anything, it said, listen, behold, I would rise up evil spirit against thee out of thy own house. This is his job. The spirits that work for the God of Israel are evil spirit. Both evil, every kind of spirit is working for the God of Israel. And I raise up evil spirit against thee out of thy own house, and I will make thy wife before thine eyes. And I will take thy wife before thy eyes, and I will take thy wife before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor. First of all, this is a lie. This is a lie. And he shall lie with thy wife in the sight of the sun. This is a lie. In the sight of the sun, Amin-Ra. He says, I will give thy wife to thy neighbor. Was the wife given to the neighbor or to the son? What kind of sick game is this? That you are so angry at the person. First and foremost, if you so love somebody, let's picture this. If you so love somebody and the person is about to commit a crime, why don't you stop the person from committing a crime? If you love the person, why do you allow the person to go ahead to commit a crime, then you show up? If he was watching him all along, and if he could send the prophet Nathan to come before him committing a crime, why did he do that? He enjoyed. He messed up. And after he messed up, he said, I will take your wife, and I will send an evil spirit against you in your own house. So what is the evidence that it wasn't him that brought the spirit of lust upon David, for David to go and lust. I'm not making cases for anybody, but it has happened before, because he sent the evil spirit unto Saul to be mad. So how is it that he didn't send the evil spirit unto David to have a lustful spirit, so that he will send another evil spirit to take David's right in front? What kind of sick game? How wicked can even men, when a man takes another man's wife, the man does not go like, I would ensure that another man take your wife, and the man will pray that your son will sleep with your wife. Even human beings don't take this. We don't think like this. Just because you have the will power to do so, you make men, sons, sleep with their father's wife. What happened to the son? What sin did the son do to you? What sin did Absalom do? That you have to make an evil spirit. You see, that is why you cannot blame Absalom, because the Lord sent an evil spirit to incite Absalom, for Absalom to go and lust after the father's wife. This is a sick game. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also has put away thy sin, and thou shalt not die. So if the Lord has put away thy sin, why couldn't he forgive? And say, okay, do some sacrifice. But I say, no. I'll make your son sleep with your wife. And that child that I will kill that child. But after that same woman, I'll raise a king called Solomon. How does this make sense? But in Christianity, in the faith, everything makes perfect sense, because nobody is using the common sense. Nobody is opening their eyes to see that this is all some Hunger Games for some God sitting somewhere. Because he's watching. Ooh, I'm going to screw him up. I'm going to screw him up. I'm going to put a lust in his heart for him to go and lust after Bathsheba. And when he finishes, I will strike him to kill Bathsheba's husband Uriah. And then after that, I'm going to make sure that I take his other wives from him, and I will make his own son. Who thinks this evil? Who perceive this evil? Who thinks like this? You will not, even you, a human being, you will not do this to your enemy. And I'll make your son go and sleep with your wife, and after I will make sure you have enmity between you and your own son, and you will kill off your son. For what? And that even the child that is conceived, I'll make sure I kill the son, that your fasting cannot even save. This is the God of Israel. This is how he works. This is how the God of Israel works. This is it. All of this, for you did it in secret, but I will do this thing before all of Israel, before the sun, before Amun-Ra. One Kings 14:10. 1 Kings 14:10. Let's read it. Let's read it. 1 Kings 14:10. Therefore, behold, I will bring upon evil spirit upon the house of Jeroboam, and will cut off all from Jeroboam him that pisses against them. So when you urinate against the wall, I will kill you. Listen, this law, if you come to Ghana and say, all those who urinate against walls, I will kill. I'm telling you, you will kill half of the men. Listen, more than half of the men. when you take a piss on the wall, shoot, you're gone. I'll send an evil spirit to do this judgment, to call this slaughter. You are gone. Piss on the wall, gone. Read it. 1 Kings 14:10. And I'll cut off Jeroboam, him that paced against the wall, and him that shut up and left in. I'll kill everybody. I'll send an evil spirit and kill everybody. 2 Kings 21:21. 21:21. Let's go there. First Kings 21:21. Let's go there. 21:21 says, and behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and I will take away thy posterity, and cut off from Ahab him that paced against the wall. But if you don't know, and you pace against the wall in the presence of the God of Israel, you are gone. Listen, this cannot happen in Ghana, because the men here, they are always pacing on the walls. You see somebody in his S-class get out, pissing on the wall. Strike him! Evil spirit, go! He's pissing on the wall. Strike him! Second Samuel 12:11. Second Samuel 24:1. Let me read something to you. Something you've never thought of. 24:1. You've never thought of this. And again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah. So he was angry at Israel, and the Lord moved David to go and count them. The Lord, not anybody else. The Lord moved David. And what happened? And David had smote him after that he had numbered the people of Israel. And David said unto the Lord, I have sinned greatly again. How is David apologizing if it was the Lord that moved him to number them? I'm trying to understand this. And David's heart smote him. After that, he had numbered the people of the people. And David said unto the Lord, I have sinned greatly in that I have done this. And now I beseech thee, O Lord, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. For David was up in the morning, and the Lord came down unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, go and say unto David, thus saith the Lord, I offer thee 3 options. Choose the one of them that I may do it unto thee. So God came to David and told him and said unto him, shall 7 years of famine come upon thee in the land, or wilt thou flee 3 months before thy enemies while they pursue you, or that there be 3 pestilences in thy land? This God of Israel is really crooked. He releases an evil spirit. He is angry. First of all, I told you about this anger yesterday. He is angry against Israel. And he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah. He moved David to go and number Israel and Judah. And now, David said, I've sinned. I don't even know what happened. Listen, I have David. You will never know what happened because the Lord moved you. You were not doing it. You were moving under duress. It was not your own will. The Lord moved you to count them. Now you plead you are sinning. And then he didn't say, oh, David, you know what? You do that. That even makes sense. Oh, David, you know what? It's one of those things I forgive you. He said, no, I'm going to punish you. How can you move? How can you drag somebody and rape the person? Then after you come and you come and lay accusation, or you come and lay a lawsuit against this person, you drag and rape, that they have raped you, or they have seduced you. They have seduced you. So you're. How does this make sense? Meanwhile, the Lord sent an evil spirit to go and force David. You see, when David was enjoying this from Saul, David never thought for once that the God of Israel would do this to him too. In the Chi word, we say, "Abayed babo bayed babo techi." The cane that they bore they will bore techi with the same cane. You know what I'm saying? David never knew the tables would turn. Now the tables turn. The same thing, the same tactics that he used with Saul is the same tactics that he's using with David now. He moves David to get angry. He moves David to do a sin. Then he punished David for that sin. 1 Chronicles 2:1. 1 Chronicles 2:1. 21:1. Sorry. Maybe the evil spirit is moving me to miss my scriptures. 1 Chronicles 21:1. Says what? And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David. So Satan was the one the Lord used to provoke David. And after he punished David, you allowed the spirit to move David to. What kind of sick game is this? Are you not the one that says David is a man after your own heart, that he has done everything perfectly in your sight? And you do David dirty like this? You move him, you send. Have you not read all the scripture that say the Lord sent an evil spirit? The Lord, what do you think the evil spirit was? Satan moved David, stood up against Israel. And Satan stood up against Israel. First and foremost, when we read 2 Samuel, who was angry at Israel? Was it not the God of Israel? So wait, is Satan the God of Israel? Or the God of Israel is the God of Israel? See, next week I'll touch on Satan. Next week we'll move to the next God, Satan. The next God I'm going to handle is Satan. We'll come on Satan next week. Now we're saying Satan. So is it the Lord that moved David to number them, or Satan that moved David to number them? I know Christians. So Satan moved to David to number them, and the Lord was upset that David went to number. Okay, all the places we've read, and the Lord sent an evil spirit. Who did that one too? So Satan was able to deceive the Lord to send an evil spirit. When are we going to wake up? My time is up. Let me read this last. Let's go to Numbers. Let me show you something there. How wicked. Numbers 15, 32 to 36. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. They found a man. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron, unto all the congregation. And they put him in word, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said to Moses, the man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died. And the Lord commanded Moses, speak unto the children, saying, the children of Israel, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make their frames in the borders of their garment throughout their generation, and that they may put upon their frames the borders of the riband of the blue. And it shall be unto you for a frame, that you may look upon it, and remember that all the commandments the Lord, and do them, that ye seek not after your own heart desire, and after your own eyes, and after. So the children of Israel were in the wilderness, and they found a stranger gathering sticks on the Sabbath, and they stoned him to death because he gathered sticks on the Sabbath. This man didn't kill. This man didn't commit murder. This man wasn't adulterous. This man gathered sticks on the Sabbath. As to what he was going to do with the sticks, he didn't live that long for us to know what exactly he was going to do with the sticks. He was just gathering sticks. If today an African American goes out on the Sabbath and gathers sticks and buy ice cream for the children, and the police shoot him down, are you going to say, oh, he disobeyed the commandment of the Sabbath, so the police was right to shoot him down because he disobeyed the commandment of the Sabbath? Or you are going to say, this is evil, this is wickedness, like what happened to our brother George Floyd? He just went out to gather sticks, and he was stoned to death because he gathered sticks on the Sabbath. Where is the double standard, Christians or everybody else? Because according to Christianity, Jesus said, who was the Sabbath made? For man, or man unto the Sabbath? Jesus took corn, and him and his disciples, and the Pharisees did not have a right to question him because he is Jesus Christ. But this stranger, this foreign man, gathered sticks on the Sabbath. Jesus asked them a question. This is what you believe in. He asked a question. Who amongst you will see the goat in the pit and not pick it up on the Sabbath? Yet this man gathered sticks. If you think these are righteous ways to live, then my message is not for you today. All that I came to do is to open up your understanding to the ways of the God of Israel, and judge for your sake, for yourself, for your sake, for your own sake, for the sake of your children. Imagine your child goes out of the door on the Sabbath to kick the ball, to do something, and the mob stone him to death. This man left children, family behind, say, I'm going to gather sticks and come back to my family. Or this young man could have been a son of an elderly woman, says, Mommy, I'm going to gather sticks for you. Anything could have been the reason why he was gathering the sticks. But they stoned him to death. And this is the God you follow? I love you guys. Listen, my job is to wake everyone up. Make sure you click to the Zoom community page in the WhatsApp description. In the YouTube description, the WhatsApp link is there, because Sunday would go deeper into discussing how we can grow spiritually. Hit the subscription button if you haven't subscribed yet. Share the video if you are not sharing any longer. Let's grow this house. We need to wake up as many as we can. These are the ways of the God of Israel.